What am I going to do, Kabani? What am I going to do? No Doctor Who for a year. So it's that time of year again when there is no Doctor Who. So join me as I look back at all the previous seasons from 2005 to 2015. Whoa. So there's pretty much no Doctor Who for a whole year, pretty much. I thought, why don't I do a video of each series from series 1 to series 5 in my ranking order, because I generally do like doing ranking videos. So yeah, let's get this on the road. So at number 9, so I'm going to do it in the backwards order as usual. So number 9, my 9th favourite series would be Series 6. I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anyone, really. I mean, surprisingly, quite a lot of people have done a ranking video have actually put Series 7 at the bottom, which is quite interesting, because once upon a time, people loved that series. But no, Series 6 would be my bottom one. Why? People keep asking me. Reason I've put it as my bottom series is generally because I just hate it. No, I don't think I've ever properly hated anything in Doctor Who in all my life from Series 6. I mean, the opening two-parter isn't too bad. Like, I mean, you know, Day and the Moon and The Impossible Astronaut, they're not too bad stories from what I can remember about them, because they're not really episodes that I'd go and watch. I mean, the series opens well. Part 2, like Series 6 Part 2 was awful, like really, really bad. But no, I really don't like it. I honestly don't like it. There's so many episodes I don't like. And it's not just the episodes that I can't stand. It's like, it's just the story arc was really bad. It was quite predictable. It was very soapy. The whole River Song reveal was just messed up, and it was just, ugh, I just didn't like it. And is there any episodes I would point out to watch? Not really. I suppose The Impossible Astronaut, I'd probably say more than anything, but The Wedding of River Song remains the worst finale of all time. Jesus Christ, like, no. But at number 8, I'm actually going to go for, I'm not being funny, but I'm actually going to pick Series 7. Generally because the reason I picked this, I mean, over Series 6, is generally because, I don't know why, but there was some sort of likability about Series 7. I'm not sure if it was generally because I preferred Matt's Doctor then. I think by the time Series 7 came along, I think I actually got used to Matt Smith's Doctor. I actually got the hang of it. I sort of thought, okay, you know, he's still childish, but he's not just as childish as he was in the previous season. He has matured a teeny weeny bit. But yeah, there are good, I mean, I think it's not the fact that I hate Series 7. I think they're just really disappointing stories. Like, I find that a lot of them are rushed, or they're very poorly written, or they just look dreadful. And I think it's just a series which, you know, should have had a lot of potential. It was the 50th anniversary series, and the fact that we're stuck with this rubbish, and they think by blinding us with this whole, you know, Easter eggs and like small like band wank, it's just ridiculous. I just think, you know, it's just not right. But yeah, terribly rushed. But if I had to pick out episodes, I think I mean, I'm not overly keen on Name of the Doctor as much, but I would probably go for that. Or I quite like The Bells of St. John. I mean, again, I think that's quite an underrated story, actually, because I actually really enjoyed that one. Because I found that quite relatable to a certain extent. But yeah. So we're on number 7. So number 7. My second favourite series, yeah, people are going to kill me for this. It's going to have to be Series 2. Definitely. Because I just don't like... a lot of people in their ranks have said, oh, it's because of Rose. It's not just that. I just think, one, Rose's character is the most annoying, jealous bitch that I've ever come across throughout the whole of television. That I've never watched, even with soaps, I've never seen such a horrible, whiny, bitchy, annoying cow in anything like this before. Ugh. But no, it's not just that. It's all over the place, I think. You know, the whole series, it's almost like Russell was literally just trying everything. You know, it's like one episode it's in space, then it's period, then it's this, then it's that. You know, Cybermen, Daleks and Cybermen. You know, this bit could be set on a black hole, and this can happen, and this can happen. It's like, oh, it was pretty much like they were trying to experiment with the show, but it just goes, and there's like no structure to what's going on, and there's like no theme to like, but meh. But episodes I really do like would probably be, like, I really like School Reunion, I really like The Girl in the Fireplace, I really like The Impossible Planet and Satan's Pit. Probably my favourite episodes of the series, because it's a very strong two-parter. We won't say any more about Love and Monsters and all that, because you can ask Harry all about that. Probably ask Hannah's opinion as well. Yeah, no. But my 6th favourite series, we're on my 6th. But yeah, my 6th favourite series would probably be, well actually it would be, Series 4. No, not Series 4. Series 9, I'm going to put. Series 9. The reason this is so low, I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, why is Series 9 so low? The reason Series 9 is so low is generally because, yes, it's a good series, but was it as strong as what we've had previously? No. You know, a lot of the story arc was very recycled, and, you know, the whole hybrid thing, the whole idea of the hybrid and Daleks and all this stuff, you know, we've seen it before. Like, it's nothing new to any of us. Like, it just makes me think, why? And it's just, I felt a lot of the episodes of Series 9 were episodes that we had already seen, but done differently, which is a shame, really. And I'm not a fan of recycled storylines. Like, recycled storylines are just annoying. But yeah, there was a good few Series 9 episodes, like, you know, Heaven Sent, like, wow, like, Under the Lake and Before the Flood and all that sort of thing. But like I've said before, you know, throughout the whole Series 9, I would sort of think, you know, I like it, but I've seen it. Like, I think the whole timey-wimey thing and the whole immortal, you know, people coming back to life and people not really dying, we've seen it before. That I think I've seen it too many times in 5 years, and it just doesn't interest me anymore, because it's just a bit, after a while it does get a bit repetitive, which is what I think happened with Series 9. But yeah, that's why I'd probably put it in 6th place. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it, but if I had to choose with the others, it would be this one. But my 5th favourite series, We're on 5, right? Yeah, we're on 5. My fifth favourite series would be Series 4. The reason I've put this higher is because I've actually grown to like Series 4 a lot throughout, like, last year. Because I remember Series 4 being quite crap and not that good. I mean, yeah, the story arc isn't exactly the best. It's quite all over the place with the whole sorry. No, there weren't any pints vanishing. That would be, like, God, that would be hell. um, no, bees disappearing, planets going out of time and out of space. You know, I did kind of feel with Series 4, I wasn't quite sure what the story arc was meant to be. I didn't realise that the bees disappearing was going to be a massive thing until I rewatched it. I was like, oh, okay then. But yeah, it is a good series. I think it's definitely the 10th Doctor's most comfortable. I think by then he becomes his own thing, like Tennant becomes his own Doctor, which I liked. Not a fan of Donna at all, but I do like their chemistry. I do like the chemistry between the 10th Doctor and Donna because it works really, really well. But yeah, she's not my all-time favourite companion. But there are really good stories in Series 4. I mean, you've got Silence in the Library, The Unquiet Dead, Midnight I really, really like as well. But yeah, there are a few episodes that I'd actually happily watch again. Some of them not so much, like the finale, because I hate it with a passion. I just hate the whole scale of it. I just think, what a massive fan fest. I mean, Davros, wasted. My all-time favourite villain had finally come back, and he's given sod all to do. He's like at the bottom of the basement, for crying out loud. Another thing. Yeah. But now, for number 4. Sorry, I got my numbers mixed up there. For number 4, so what seasons have we got left? Wait, have I? Yeah, Series 4. No, Series 1. I keep getting... What is it with me today? Yeah, Series 1 would be my 4th favourite. Because again, Series 1 has never really been a series that I've had the best likings of. But I really, really like Series 1. I love the whole idea that, it was the most relatable. I think it's probably the most relatable season of Doctor Who. Not just in New Who, probably throughout the whole of Doctor Who. Because, it was fresh, it was new, it was different. And I love the whole idea that, it'd have one foot in reality, but it'd also have a foot in science fiction. Like, comparing the two, I thought was brilliant. Although I'm not a massive fan of the whole idea of, aliens being like a big public thing on the news and stuff. But I suppose I'm kind of happy with that because it relates to the time period. Because if something did happen like that, especially nowadays, it would go all global and all over the news. So, yeah. I really like it. I'm not overly keen on Eccleston's Doctor. But Rose was actually likeable. She had character. She was a good character who you could relate to. She worked in a shop. She had a single mum who lived in a flat. And, there's loads of people in the world who've probably got that. And I thought that was great. And the finale is fantastic, I think. I think Parting of the Ways and Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways is a fantastic finale. And I really, really like the episode Dalek. I think that's fantastic. The Empty Child and The Doctor Dances is a fantastic, strong story as well. But yeah, it does have a good few good stories. But my third favourite series is going to be Series 5. The reason now a lot of people will be shocked about this because they're thinking, but you don't like Matt Smith's Doctor. Well, I actually like Series 5, generally because what I like about Series 5 in general, I think really is the whole change, like the production, like was brilliant. You know, you had a whole new crew, you had new actors, you had the new Doctor, the new companion, you had a new TARDIS, new screwdriver, new logo, title sequence. It was everywhere. Like back in 2010, like it was everywhere. They were making such a huge deal, but you know, this was a big change for Doctor Who, and this is what I'm hoping we're going to get in 2018, with or without Capaldi. Um, which I'm sad to say, but I think the Doctor Who seriously needs a refresh. It needs a new start, and that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Series 5 just done that fantastically, and I think Matt's Doctor was actually likeable. You know, I really liked Matt's Doctor in Series 5, but towards the end, he did get a bit. You know, I love the 11th Hour. I love the Weeping Angel two-parter. That's a great one. Vincent and the Doctor's really good. There's quite a good few. Oh, and Amy's Choice is fantastic. Like the Dream Lord. Bring him back. He was brilliant. But yeah, so many good ones there. On to my top two. Okay, my top two seasons. So, my second favourite series is going to be Series 3. Now, I personally think Series 3 is a very, very, very underrated series, I think. You know, I think it's so underrated and not appreciated for what it was. Because, I'm not being funny, Series 3 was the series that I grew up with, and that's probably why I like it so much. It's generally because by the time Series 3 came out, that was when I was like an official like Doctor Who fan. That's probably when I actually started looking back at classic Doctor Who, and I started like thinking, you know, this is my show, this is the show that I want to watch for now onwards. But there's so many good stories, and I think Martha is so underrated, and she gets so much slack. But I really like Martha's character, probably more than most of the New Who characters, because what she went through was tough. But there's loads of... I am not being funny, but I actually like the whole of Series 3. I don't think there is actually one episode of Series 3 which I don't like. I mean, I like it. I mean, as much as I like every episode, it's not my number one favourite. But if I could pick, this is a series that I would happily just watch whenever. Like, I would happily just watch any episode of Series 3 and be happy. Because I personally think that it really works. The theme worked, the story art worked, the finale was flawless, I think. Probably one of my all-time favourite finales since the show's come back. Brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. Yeah. But my number one series would be Series 8. Don't know why I did that dramatic sort of look to the camera. God knows. But no, Series 8 would be my top one. Why do people ask? Again, I think Series 8 very, 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 very underrated. I think people should appreciate Series 8 because, you know, a lot of people said they liked it, then they said they didn't, then they said they did, but I really, really like this series. Generally because it's my sort of Doctor Who. It's dark, it's mysterious, it's different. Capaldi was the Doctor that I had waited a long, long time for, and the fact it finally happened, I was just happy and relieved. But, you know, there's so many good stories of Series 8. I mean, there's one or two I don't like, you know, Forest of the Night, Time Heist. But to be honest, despite they're bad, I'd actually probably watch them, you know, happily. I mean, I'd complain about it, but I would actually watch them. But yes, Series 8 is just, in my opinion, the strongest story. I mean, story, I mean series. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, but it's all about Clara. I kind of like that, which I wouldn't normally say, but what I liked about that was, you know, the 50th anniversary had just happened. We literally had so many stories about the Doctor. You know, we had Name of the Doctor, Night of the Doctor, Day of the Doctor, Time of the Doctor. We had a good four stories about the Doctor's character. So in a way I was kind of happy that we weren't having that, because I felt that there's no need to. So I kind of like the fact that we were seeing it through the companion's perspective. The only issue we had with that was that Clara isn't relatable. Apart from that, I thought it was solid. Like, there's so many good episodes that I like. You know, Deep Breath, Flatline, Mummy Laura Express. There are so many good stories, and I'd probably watch this over any other series of New Who. So yeah, that is my series rankings. Please do comment down below yours. And like and subscribe. I'm not sure when my next video, what my next video is going to be and when, but I'll enjoy seeing you guys, and bye bye.